And the next fund you're raising, this is a big moment. Again, this we're gonna dig up your funds one day, hundreds of years from now, and find out what really happened, right, in the last decade. But this next fund, I know you kind of said some of the philosophies, and again, it's hard to predict the unknown, but what do you think you will be investing in? Like what types of ideas? It's obviously blockchain related, Web 3.0, not necessarily DeFi. What are some of the ideas you're thinking about? And also, I'm curious, where are these companies located? Is it much more international than it was, say, on your previous fund?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. And we just had our investor summit recently. So we kind of did a then and now comparison of what we've invested in now versus the summit 2 years ago in 2019. And in 2019, 2/3 of all the projects we had invested in were in the United States. And 2/3 of those were within 2.9 miles of our offices in San Francisco or Santa Rosa. So half of everything we ever invested in was within a couple of miles of our two offices in California. It's changed dramatically, actually. It's now 58% outside the United States. So we're seeing a much more global distribution of projects that we invest in. So yeah, it has changed. And then I think, and that was changing, obviously prior to the pandemic. The pandemic's now kind of, made kind of distributed remote work the norm. And so I think it's going to be more, in 2 years, when we look back at this next 2 years, I think it's going to be much more distributed than even what we did in the previous couple of years.
If you had to throw cities out there, I mean, who's in the mix? Is London in the mix? Is Tel Aviv in the mix, or Singapore? Or, I mean, again, a lot of these are just maybe on their letterheads. Maybe all of those people are in different places. But are there any spots that you see coming up as being big in Web 3.0?
Yeah, so it is very distributed. There isn't really a concentration. And again, it used to be half were in Silicon Valley. Now it's very distributed. There's a huge blockchain community in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Now we have a handful of investments in China, but the rest of it really is distributed, very evenly around the world. We're probably invested in 35 different countries, which is very different than most industries in the past.